What's up, guys? My name is Lauren, and welcome back to my channel and to my family's May 2025 budget with me. I am here with my newest little bestie. My son was born just about 2 weeks ago, and so he is here with me. He's doing amazing. I did end up having to have a C-section, which was not planned. So I'm doing great, all things considered, but it's been a very different postpartum experience compared to my first two deliveries, which were not C-sections. So we are dealing with that and trying to figure out how to balance healing with like getting back to life as a mom of three. Thankfully, my husband is on paternity leave for another couple weeks, but then it's going to be me 24/7 again. Well, not 24/7, but 9 to 5. So if you have had a C-section and have any helpful tips on recovery, please put it in the comments below, because this is all like brand new to me and I feel like I am totally playing catch up because I was not expecting this at all. With that said, we are still budgeting, staying on track things, doing our zero-based budget where we allocate every dollar of income we expect to come in for the month before the month starts, and doing our spreadsheet, tracking every dollar. As always, if you like the spreadsheet, you can get it for yourself, linked in the video description. It's an instant download and comes with a detailed video tutorial. Let's get into May. We are expecting $8,773 of income. It's a little bit lower than usual because my husband is on paternity leave for the month of May, basically. And so we are pulling some money from savings and then money from our state benefit here in Mass, which doesn't give full pay. So we cut back our budget a little bit in certain spots, which I'll show you. So since we are pulling money from savings, we did not allocate anything to pay yourself first this month. It just didn't make sense. In fact, I want to build up our emergency fund, not lower it. So I'm trying to like pull the least from our emergency fund possible. So nothing for my Roth IRA this month. We will get back on track with that next month. And then for debt, we budgeted our normal $830 for my husband's student loan for his MBA. We have paid off all of our debt except for our mortgage and this one student loan. So we're currently paying the minimum. We'll see where that goes in the future, but $830 for this month. All right, taking a look at our expenses. I didn't change anything for these this month because these are pretty fixed. So let's go through them. Our mortgage of $4,300. We do round it up to $4,300, so we pay an extra like $50 or so a month off the principal. And then for life insurance for myself and my husband for term policies, we have budgeted $105. Now that I'm looking at life insurance on our budget, it's reminded me that I need to double check our beneficiary designations on everything and update our estate planning documents to make sure that it reflects us now having 3 kids instead of 2. If you didn't know, I used to be an estate planning attorney, so I'm able to make those updates myself in our documents, and then we go get it notarized and witnessed and stuff. But if you have kids, especially, and you don't have an estate plan, I would highly recommend getting one. And I don't do that type of work anymore, so I'm not trying to sell you anything. This is just genuine recommendation. If you own property, anyone relies on you, or you have kids, or have a complicated family situation, definitely have an estate plan. Okay, internet and cell phone, $115 is what we budgeted for. I just got an email, actually. I think our internet went up by like $20 a month. I need to call them and see what's going on. And then car insurance, $127 for our 2 cars that are both quite old, but hopefully will last us several more years. We were able to figure out how to fit 3 car seats across, safely installed properly, in my 2015 Nissan Murano, which is a 5-seater. So I'm so happy that we were able to continue driving my paid off car while we have 3 kids, and eventually we'll upgrade to a bigger car, but for now, having no car payment is wonderful. All right, utilities is a little higher this month because we do have to pay our quarterly town bill for water, sewer, and trash, and that is usually between $300 and $400, and then our utilities normally are around $300 to $400 this time of year. And then for groceries and takeout, we're doing our normal $300 a week, so $1,200 for May. And I don't know if we're gonna need to raise this. I've been seeing a lot of news stories about inflation and shortages, and I'm not like trying to keep up with it all. I've got enough stuff going on. I'm trying to stay in like a good positive headspace and just stay in my happy newborn bubble. But part of me is like, should we be stocking up on some canned goods and stuff? Like, how serious is this with these shortages and things? It's just not even something I want to think about. And then for household expenses, we budgeted $200, and we're actually pretty good on household items. Like, I did a big stock up back in March. Basically, I stocked up on like shampoo and trash bags and dish soap and all that kind of stuff, just so when I had like a newborn baby, we didn't have to worry about repurchasing any of those types of things that ran out. So if there are shortages of those things, hopefully we're already all set. But let me know, are you guys like purchasing more stuff? Are you doing like a Costco run? Like, what are you doing? Or are you just like ignoring the noise and trusting everything's gonna be fine? Because I'm curious to hear, like, what are you guys doing? Okay, gas, 175 is what we normally budget, and then for miscellaneous expenses, I usually budget 50, but I had an extra like $21 in the budget to zero it out and make it a zero-based budget. So I just threw that into miscellaneous expenses. All right, next moving on to the sinking funds, we did cut back some amounts here. We kept all of our spending money for my husband, myself, and my 3 kids, 150 each. For my 2 youngest kids, I mean, most of this gets spent with like diapers and wipes or pull-ups and wipes. Like, honestly, like the $100 easy is gone every month, and usually more than that on diapers and wipes. So I just didn't feel like we could cut that. And then for myself and my husband and my older daughter, like, we could probably get by with having less, but I just wanted to do the same for all 5 of us. And if we don't spend it, the point of a sinking fund is it like rolls over into a future month. So we don't necessarily have to spend it all in one month, but we could have cut this back a little bit more for like the 3 of us, but I just left it. And then for school and activities, similarly, like, there are fees that come out every month for certain activities that my kids do. So I didn't want to cut this because I know like we need money in those funds for it not to go negative. So I did put 200 in there. We normally put 250, but I just did 200 because that should cover it. And then for the rest of the categories, we didn't put anything because I knew we didn't really need to spend in these categories, or these funds were like adequately funded for the month, and we should be good to start funding them back in June and like get through. Or if they go a little negative, like, it's not the end of the world, because this is all of these sinking funds all are in one checking account. So if one goes a little negative, like, the individual fund doesn't actually go negative. So nothing for gifts for kids' birthday / Christmas fund, car maintenance. We actually got both of our cars oil changes and inspections last month because we wanted to get like our cars all set before baby came. And so we should be good on car maintenance, hopefully, for a little while. We didn't put anything to home maintenance, although that category could always use some funds if you know, as a homeowner, like, there's always something to fix with your house. And then for medical and travel, we didn't put anything either. So for this month, we budgeted 9.5% of our income for debt, 79.7% of our income for expenses. So almost 80% of our income went to expenses this month, and then 10.8% to sinking funds. So that is it for this budget. I will be back soon with our April budget recap, and probably, hopefully, we'll be up for filming a birth story or just like a catch-up video after having this baby, just to like share a little bit more about what went on and how I'm doing, and just, yeah, life as a mom of 3. I can't even believe it. I have 3 kids. I have a son. It's just like, overall, this postpartum recovery has been really hard physically, but like mentally, I'm just like on cloud 9 and so happy. As I mentioned before, if you like this spreadsheet, you can get it for yourself if you want to budget along with me. It'll be linked in the video description. If you like this video, as always, give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, then hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Bye.